Hey everybody, I'm sitting here in my boat and tomorrow's a veterans event that we do every year. No matter if anybody's putting one on or not, I'll do it. And just gearing up for kokanee, and I wanted to show you something. Show you what I like to use. Of course, I'm a Scotty guy because I work all the time and I need them to work all the time and they work all the time and I could rebuild them on the boat. And they're great. I mean, they'll just keep going and going and going. But if you're not using these Dio Alexa, where is it? 100s. You should try them. They are really super smooth drags. I mean, you get those 16, even 15 and a half inch kokanee. They pull drag sometimes. It makes it easier too for me, for clients, is I can set the drag pretty loose and just instruct them, with the tips up. You got to keep your rod up or out to the side and just reel. And basically, they're just cranking and the fish can take line or come in. As long as they're reeling, you can't go wrong with it. Of course, the line counter is very helpful. So here's kind of what I use. Let's see if I can see it. This purple scale pink flutterbug, the original from Paulina Peak, it's definitely my favorite. I use it all the time. And the Peak Performer, where is it? The original Pink Performer, Paulina Peak tackle.com. It's a heavy dodger, so you lose some fish because when they're pulling on that leader, on that short leader, 8 to 10 inches, they'll come off because there's not much give. It's heavy, but we catch more fish, and it's not that hard to do. As far as the corn goes, I think people get carried away with corn. Tuna oil, right out of a can of tuna. I probably got some laying here. Where is it? We always got to have a backup. Reach up here in my shelf, and it's a little dusty, but it's just regular old Star-Kissed, whatever you get, with oil. Squeeze that out in there, in your corn. Of course, we use this has been in here a while too. We got to have a backup. The regular old corn, Green Giant, Steam Crisp. Just dump the tuna oil in there, and you can put a little tuna in there too. You don't have to get carried away with all these colors and peppermint and spearmint and all these different flavors and whatnot. Just don't let it get too old. If you're not getting bit within 10 minutes and you see fish, then just change your lure. Sometimes change your dodger. A lot of people don't realize the dodgers make a huge difference. So here's another setup I got right here, where it's all Paulina Peak tackle. Now that's your teardrop dodger, and that's malleable. And then your regular, looks like I got a hair or something on there, but regular little hoochie. That's a glow white head, pink. That dodger down in the water, fish don't have ears, but they have that lateral line, and they can hear the feel, the thump, thump, thump. Well, of course, that Peak Performer dodger over here, that sucker, it's got some thump. And if you're not getting bit on that giant, almost goes all the way around thump on the original Peak Performer, try a P Light Performer, because it'll just barely go back and forth. Aggravating the kokanee is what you want to do, but you can over aggravate them. So either try a teardrop when that happens, or a P light, Peak Performer, which I have on right here. Is another one of my favorite colors. So I'll run a couple different setups to start with, and I don't get too carried away with making them all fancy and everything. Cleaning them up, I do clean them up before I fish, but I don't get too carried away. People, you don't have to. We're aggravating them. They're easy to catch. Your right speed, right depth. Do what I said, and you'll have luck. Remember, PaulinaPeakTackle.com. Good stuff. Of course, this is a Bolton boat. The original Bolton tower, 22-foot Bolton sea skiff. They don't make them like that no more with the closed bow. Sorry for the boat, it's dirty. Been fishing. You guys take care.